Long ago, in a small peaceful village at the edge of a great enchanted forest, there lived a woman named Kioma. She was known not only for her beauty, with skin as rich as the earth, and eyes sparkled like the morning dew, but also for her kind and deep love for nature. While many men sought her hand in marriage, her heart remained untouched until the day she met the stranger from the woods. Kioma was unlike any other. Her laughter was like a song, her presence like the first rain after a long dry season. But she longed for something more than what her village could offer, a love as deep as the river and as endless as the sky. The villagers watch her with admiration, but Kioma looks beyond them, toward the towering trees of the forbidden forest. One evening, Kioma walks along the riverbank, collecting water in a clay pot. The setting sun paints the sky in brilliant hues of orange and purple. She hears soft footsteps behind her and turns to see a tall, handsome stranger emerging from the forest. The man, named Obi, has strikingly smooth, ebony skin, high cheekbones, and piercing golden eyes that seem to glow faintly. His hair is thick and long, woven into elegant locks, and he wears a deep green robe that blends with the forest. A man unlike any she had ever seen. His voice was as smooth as the river's flow, his presence as mysterious as the forest itself. They met each night, sharing stories, dreams, and laughter. Kyoma's heart, once untouched, now belonged to Obi, and when he finally asked for her hand in marriage, she could not refuse. Obi takes her hands in his golden eyes filled with longing. Kioma, be my wife, leave the village behind, and come with me. She hesitates, but then nods, love outweighing doubt. And so, Kioma followed Obi deep into the forest, to a place no villager had ever dared to go. There, beneath the tallest tree, they wed beneath a sky filled with stars. Strange glowing fireflies dance around them as they say their vows. Obi places a beaded necklace around Kyoma's neck, a sign of their eternal bond. The villagers whisper as Kioma vanishes into the forest, dressed in a breathtaking white and gold bridal gown. The trees seem to part for her, welcoming her into Obi's world. One evening, Kioma wakes to find Obi standing by the river, his reflection revealing something shocking. His feet do not touch the ground. His body flickers slightly, like a shadow at dusk. But soon, Kioma began to notice strange things. Obi's shadow never quite matched his movements. His feet left no prints in the soil, and when she looked at him in the river's reflection, she saw not a man, but something else entirely. Kioma gasps, stepping back, her heart pounding. Obi turns, sadness in his glowing eyes. He reaches for Kioma, but she takes a step away. Kioma, I have not lied to you, but there is a truth I have not told you about. I am not of this world. I am a spirit, bound to the forest, unable to live. I love you, but you can never return to the village again. Kioma clutches the beaded necklace he gave her, realization washing over her. Her love was real, but so was the fear growing in her heart. Had she married a man or a ghost? Kioma runs through the forest, her breath ragged, her heart breaking. Obi's voice calls out, echoing through the trees. Kioma, wait! Please, do not leave me! But she does not stop. She races toward the village, reaching its borders just as the first light of dawn appears. She collapses, exhausted, as the villagers rush to her side. With all her strength, Kioma fled, racing back to the world she had left behind. And as the first rays of the sun touched the earth, Obi's voice faded, carried away by the wind. Kioma stands in the village once more, safe, but forever changed. Each night, she watches the forest knowing Obi is still there, waiting. Though she was free, her heart would never truly forget. Some say that on quiet nights, when the wind moves through the trees, you can hear a whisper, a name carried on the breeze. And we have come to the end of our story. And with our story, I have learnt that love is one of the most powerful forces in the world. But sometimes, love alone is not enough to bridge the gap between two worlds. Kioma's story teaches us about the importance of wisdom, self-discovery, and listening to the warnings that life gives us. At its heart, this tale reminds us that appearances can be deceiving. What seems too magical, too perfect, or too mysterious often hides truths that cannot be ignored. Kioma was drawn to Obi's charm, mystery, and deep love for her, but she ignored the small signs that something was not as it seemed. Sometimes in our own lives, we meet people or face situations that seem too good to be true. This story reminds us to trust our instincts and seek truth before making life-altering decisions. Another powerful lesson is the balance between love and reason. Kyoma's love for Obi was real, but love should never come at the cost of losing yourself. She gave up her home, her past, and the people who loved her to follow a man she barely knew. In the end, she learned that love should not demand complete sacrifice of one's identity, safety, or future. True love should build, not take away. The story also speaks of destiny and choices. Obi was bound to the forest, trapped in a world Kioma could never truly belong to. While their love was deep, fate had already written their separation. This teaches us that sometimes, no matter how much we love someone, some things are simply not meant to be. It is painful, but walking away is sometimes the only way to preserve oneself. Finally, the story teaches us about letting go and acceptance. Kioma returned to her village, forever changed. She knew she could never fully forget Obi, but she also understood that she had to continue living. Life is full of loss, change, and heartbreak, but we must find the strength to move forward. Love, even when lost, never truly fades. It stays in our hearts, shaping who we are. This story is a reminder that love is beautiful, but wisdom is just as important. We must choose partners who align with our reality, listen to the voices of reason, and always remember, some love stories, though unforgettable, are not meant to last forever. I hope this story inspires you, and please do not forget to like, subscribe, and share. Thank you, and see you in our next story. Love from Tales That Teach.